Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mind Palace, a place where you can reinvent your conscience, experience the yoga of love, and above all, you can get a chance to get the best out of life. Thank you so much for coming. எல்லாருக்கும் நன்றி வருதுக்கு. Thank you all for sparing your time on this wonderful Saturday evening. In spite of all your Diwali celebrations, a very, very happy Diwali for all of you in advance. I hope you've all geared up for the festive season and you're ready to celebrate Diwali in all your energy, with all your ecstasy, and always being safe. Thank you so much for coming. Ellarku nandri once again. And without much ado, without any further ado, we shall begin with today's conversation tonight, which is discipline. Discipline, the stepping stone to success. Okay, the stepping stone to success, right? So discipline patti nama vandu iniki pesa porom. That's what we are talking about today, and something very, very interesting for all of you. Ellarkum romba ஒரு interesting ஆன ஒரு topic, ஒரு conversation உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்காக on this Diwali special, Deepavali special. Mind Palace brings to you this Deepavali session, Deepavali special conversation, discipline, the stepping stone to success. Thank you all for coming. Before beginning, we offer our most humble and respectful obeisances unto A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, who is all over the world known as Srila Prabhupada. You know, Srila Prabhupada was the first person, and in fact so far the only person who inspired the whole world and distributed Sri Bhagavad Gita, the ancient Vedic wisdom of India, the most precious gift of India, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He was the one who at the age of 69, 69 வயசுல யார் எல்லாரும் வந்து அப்படியே ஜாலியா ரிட்டையர் ஆயிட்டு உட்கார்ற ஏஜ்ல, அந்த வயசுல வந்து உலகம் ஃபுல்லா 14 times he circled around the globe to distribute this gift of Srimad Bhagavad Gita to everyone whatsoever, without any distinction. அதனால ஏதாவது டிசிப்ளின் அல்லது பகவத் கீதைல இருந்து இன்ஸ்பயர் ஆகி ஏதாவது நம்ம வந்து கான்வர்சேஷன் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா, with the first person we should remember and thank from the bottom of our heart is Srila Prabhupada. And this presentation, just like any other presentation at Mind Palace, is purely based on the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, and without any further ado, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. And now we go straight into our conversation for tonight so that we can learn something very, very interesting. I would request every one of you to stay till the end so that you will learn something really, really interesting, something really fascinating, with which you can get the best out of life. You can improve, reinvent your consciousness, and get the best out of your life, right? So உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்காக ஒரு கேள்வி. Just before beginning, a question for all of you. A very, very simple question for all of you, and I would like you to answer this. Do you feel like this or not? நீங்களும் இந்த மாதிரி நினைக்கிறீங்களா, இல்ல வேற ஏதாவது நினைக்கிறீங்களா, இந்த மாதிரி நினைக்காம வேற ஏதாவது நினைக்கிறீங்களா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நீங்க வந்து chat boxல சொல்லலாம், right? You can be active on your chat box and with your digital hand raise so that we can have an interactive session. So கேள்வி என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, the question is on your screen. Do you also think like this, that I wish life was just too simple? Do you also wish like this? நீங்களும் இந்த மாதிரி நினைக்கிறீங்களா இல்லையா? நீங்க chat boxல எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க. How many of you think I wish life was just simple? எனக்கு வேணுங்கிறது எல்லாம் கிடைச்சிட்டு. How many of you think like that? Wow, everybody. Yes, very nice. Yeah, everyone. When we face problems, I do think like that. Yeah. What about the other times when you don't face a problem? Yes, everyone thinks like that. Okay, yeah, right. So எல்லாரும் என்ன நினைக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா, நம்ம எல்லாரும் என்ன நினைக்கிறோம், எதுக்கு இவ்வளோ டென்ஷன், எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்படணும், சும்மா 3 வேளை சாப்பாடு, அப்புறம் தங்குறது வீடு, போடுறதுக்கு துணி, சும்மா ரொட்டி கப்படா மக்கான். போன வாட்டி நம்ம பேசின மாதிரி சும்மா ஏதாவது சிம்பிளா கிடைச்சா நல்லா இருக்குமே அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம வந்து வாழலாமே, ஈஸியா கிடைக்கிற மாதிரி நம்ம வாழலாமே அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நாம வந்து ஜாலியா நிம்மதியா இருந்துட்டு I can just relax and I should get everything that I want in my life. அப்படிதான் நம்ம நினைக்கிறோம். Simple life, right? I would get everything I want. I just have to relax, right? Rules are for fools அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நம்ம வந்து நிறைய சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? This material world, especially the youngsters of today, they think that the rules, all these rules that I have to follow, all that discipline, all that rules and regulations and protocol and policies that I have to follow, that is useless. I don't want that. I just want to be free. I just want to live free, and I just want to get everything that I need in my life. அப்படிதான் எல்லாரும் நினைக்கிறது உண்டு, right? Everybody is thinking like that, and that is why, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, இந்த மாதிரி யோசிக்கிறவங்க, those people who have no aim in life, வாழ்க்கையில ஒரு நோக்கம் இல்லாம வாழ்றவங்க. போன வாட்டி we discussed about investment, and we talked about what is the aim of life. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வாழ்க்கையில வந்து எந்த ஒரு எய்ம் இல்லாம வாழ்றவங்க, அவங்களுக்கு வரலாறு, லைஃப் ஹிஸ்டரி எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, here we have, அவங்களோட டைம் எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா, suppose for example, let's say that a human being lives for 100 years அப்படின்னு நினைக்கலாம். Just for example, just for our situation here, let us assume that a human being lives for 100 years. And the 100 yearsல this is the time division given to us by our Vedic Shastras. நம்மளோட இந்தியா பாரத தேசத்துல இருக்கிற வேதிக சாஸ்திரத்துல, the Vedic wisdom literature in our Bharat Varsha, in our Bharat Desha, they give us this very beautiful data that a human being in this age lives for maximum on an average 100 years. சரிங்களா? அந்த 100 yearsல எவ்வளோ டைம், என்னென்ன ஃபேஸஸ்ல என்னென்ன ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ் பண்றான் அந்த நபர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, right? What is that statistic? In that 100 years, 10 years of tender childhood in bewilderment. குழந்தை, first 10 years of that குழந்தை என்ன இருக்கும், அது ரொம்ப அறிவாளி இருக்குமா? Except for a few prodigies, like some few very great geniuses at 5 years of age. Except for those, in general, what does the first 10 years of a child spend? What does he spend like? He spends in complete bewilderment. He just simply plays around, cries and laughs around. Ilya? Does he on an average, does he do something very, very marvelous in the first 10 years of his life? In an average child? No. But first 10 years எப்படி ஸ்பெண்ட் ஆகும்? சும்மா விளையாடுறது, அழுகுறது, சிரிக்கிறது, சும்மா அப்படியே எதுவுமே அறியாம அப்படியே சுத்திட்டே இருக்கிறது, right? In bewilderment. Doesn't know what to do, what's his aim of life, where he has to go. If you ask a 5-year-old boy, what do you want to become when you grow old? He will have so many wild dreams, many of which are unreal. I want to become a superhero, I want to save the whole world. I want to go to the so and so planet. I want to go to Pluto. அப்படின்னுல சொல்லும். Very unrealistic, bewildered dreams, right? First 10 years. And then the next 10 years, then the next 10 years of boyhood, the child becomes a boy, right? The next 10 years goes in play and wandering, right? The next 10 years goes in playing, right? And the body grows, he becomes a teenager now, right? He crosses teenager and he starts wandering, right? Wandering for what? Education, jobs. Just imagine, after college, 15 years, 16 years, 18 years, 20 years, the first 20 years till that, he's simply wandering. Yeah, he's just wandering, looking for material assets, material happiness, girlfriends, boyfriends, and houses, jobs, career, education. இது எல்லாத்துமே போகுது, right? So for 20 years முடிஞ்சது, right? 20 years முடிஞ்சது. அதுக்கப்புறம் 20 years are spent in invalid old age, right? 100 years நம்ம வச்சுக்கிறோம் இல்லையா? 100 years life spanல the last 20 years from 80 to 100, what is he able to do? அவரால எதா பண்ண முடியுதா? அந்த வயசுல 80 வயசுக்கு மேல அந்த நபரால எதா பண்ண முடியுமா? Is he able to do anything? anything constructive at that old age is completely invalid. Yeah, he's not able to walk, he's not able to eat, he's not able to even go to the toilet, go to the bathroom on his own, right? At that such a difficult age, he's not able to do anything. He's completely invalidனு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? ரொம்ப ரொம்ப வயசான காலத்துல 80 plus 80 to 100, right? And then very very interesting, another very very interesting statistic, very interesting data, 30 years of sleep. You've never imagined this, isn't it? ஒரு 100 வருஷம் ஒரு நபர் வாழ்றான் அப்படின்னா, ஒருத்தர் வாழ்றாரு அப்படின்னா, அதுல 30 வருஷத்துக்கு அவர் தூங்குவார், ரைட்? எல்லாம் ஃபுல்லா சேர்த்து பார்த்தோம்னா, right? How much sleep do we get minimum? Do we need? That we have a lot of doctors here. What is the minimum sleep hours do we need? 6 hours. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that is the average thing, right? 6 to 8 hours. Okay. So if you take maximum 8 hours, you can do the calculation right now itself, right? So 8 hours or 24, how many hours are there in 100 years? Right? You can calculate, and then how many hours I was sleeping for 100 years. Then you just do the calculation, you will find some 32 years actually, 32.5 years exactly. So round it off to 30 years, right? On an average, 30 years. You will get 32.5 years actually. We're sleeping for 32.5 years if we sleep 8 hours every day for 100 years, right? You can do the math, right? So 30 years of sleep we are having. Total, how many years have we wasted? How many years have we wasted in all? For NEET and JEE and 10th board student, 5 to 6 hours. Very nice. That's right, Hari Krishna. Very good. Yeah, even less than that in many cases. Right? So how many years in total now? 30 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10. Total, in all, a human being, if he is living for 100 years, one average human being, 70 out of 100 years are wasted without an aim of life. வாழ்க்கையில ஒரு நோக்கம் இல்லாம 100 வருஷத்துல 70 வருஷம் நம்ம வேஸ்ட், அப்படி வீணா அழிச்சிடுறோம். We are just wasting it. We are putting it in the drain, letting it flow in the drain, dumping it in the waste basket. Right? 70 out of 100 years. And all these 70 years are full of not full of happiness. Yeah, not full of happiness. Right? Most of the cases. Right? So 70 out of 100 years. And now tell me, does an average human being, an everyday average human being, live up to 100 years today? No. We are only living, how many? 60 years, 70 years, 80 years? Right? So if 100 years we are wasting 70%, right? Now imagine, just do the math and calculate how much are we wasting if we are living for 70 years or 80 years. 70% of 70 or 70% of 80, right? That is a chunk of time we are wasting in our lifetime, right? So much time we are wasting, right? So much time we are wasting without any aim of life. ஒரு வாழ்க்கையில ஒரு நோக்கம் இல்லாம நம்ம வாழ்ந்துட்டு இருக்கோம், வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். எவ்வளவு வருஷம் நம்ம வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம், right? Such a low efficiency life we are leading, இல்லையா? Such a low efficiency life. Only 30 years நம்ம வாழ்ந்துட்டு இருக்கோம் as a productive human being, as a productive soul. Something constructive we are doing only for 30% of our life, right? So now the question is that I really want to raise my efficiency. என்னோட efficiency increase பண்ணணும். அதனால உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு கேள்வி, and I want every one of you to answer this question, right? Do you really want to live a high efficiency life? ஒரு high efficiency life நீங்க வாழணும்னு எத்தனை பேர் நினைக்கிறீங்க? எத்தனை பேர் விரும்புறீங்க? I want to know. How many of you want to live an efficient life, a very very high efficiency life? Wow, like so many responses. Amit Kalraji, Soumya ji, Sumati ji, right? Bharanish, Tashmita, Dhanyashri. If I get the chance, yes, definitely you'll get a chance there, Dhanyashri. That's what we are here for. That's what Mind Palace is here for. Right. Yeah. So many of you, every one of us wants to know, இல்லையா? எல்லாருக்கும் வந்து ஒரு high efficiency life வாழணும்னு ஆசையா இருக்கு. Right? So, and that is what, as Dhaneshri stated, this is what we facilitate here. We give you a chance to lead a very, very high efficiency life of the life with the highest efficiency. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, for all of you, Diwali special Mind Palace Saturday evening Mind Palace conversation brings to you, right, on your, wherever you are in your remote locations, on your screens, 5 steps, 5 ways to discipline your life to success. 5 ways to discipline your life to success and therefore live a very, very high efficiency life, right? High efficiency life வாழ்றதுக்கு, right, அல்லது ஒரு ஒரு வெற்றிகரமான ஒரு வாழ்க்கை வாழ்றதுக்கு 5 விதைகள், right? 5 ways to live that kind of a life. 5 ways ஒரு வெற்றிகரமான ஒரு வாழ்க்கை வாழ்றதுக்கு, ஒரு high efficiency life வாழ்றதுக்கு, right? Here are they, right? 5 ways. I want every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, this is going to be an absolute turnaround, a turning point in all of your lives. So I would request you to please take note of all these things that we are going to reveal to you, inspired by the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita as it is given to us by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. All right? And I want all of you to please take note of all of this that we are revealing here from the Bhagavad Gita, so that you can turn around your life upside down 180 degrees. உங்களோட வாழ்க்கை மாற போகுது. Coming Diwali lirunde, you are going to be a different person, right? This year Diwali is going to be the best Diwali of your lives, because you're going to discipline your life to ultimate success, and you're going to begin living a very, very high efficiency life. So here are they, the 5 ways to discipline your life to success. Number one. What is number 1? What is that? Very interesting, isn't it? This is very interesting. You're going to love this, right? Swim against the tide. Number 1, the first way to live the life of discipline, and therefore the life of success, or a high efficiency life, successful life வாழணும்னா அதுக்கு முதல் வழி என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, swim against the tide. How many of you know swimming? எத்தனை பேர் swimming தெரியும்? எத்தனை பேருக்கு? How many of you know swimming? Oh, wow. Amit Kalraji, Dhanishri knows swimming. Nice. How many here? Vidyakeshwar Murthy ji. Sanjeev Rajan. Nice. Where? Bharanishku theriyuma? Wow. Nice. Anybody else? Where? That's it? Okay. Wow. Hare Krishna knows swimming. Wonderful. Great, that's great. We got a lot of swimmers here, huh? That's very nice. It's a very nice exercise for the whole body, as you all know, right? So now tell me, those of you who know swimming, is it difficult? Huh? Nandeshwar Raja also knows. Very nice. Okay. Now tell me, all the swimmers here, இங்க நீச்சல் தெரிஞ்சவங்க எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு கேள்வி, பொதுவாகவே எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு கேள்வி. When you swim against the tide and when you swim along with the tide in the sense current, அந்த தண்ணியோட flow and the current, right? அந்த தண்ணிக்கு against swim பண்றது ஈஸியா, இல்ல தண்ணிக்கு along with the current swim பண்றது ஈஸியா? Is it easy and comfortable to swim against the tide or to swim along with the tide? Which is easier? Which is difficult? Along is easy. It is easy to swim along with the tide. Yes, very simple. Very, very simple. Yes, right? So it is difficult to swim against the tide. Ilya, and that's why, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, all the professional swimmers, Olympic athletes, and all the top class, the world's most athletic swimmers, the gold medalists, The professional swimmers, the trainers, they train you and they train themselves to swim against the tide. Why? Because that is when you become stronger. Your swimming skills, your skills becomes enhanced when you go against the current. When you go against the current, you use all your capabilities, you go outside your box, you go outside your comfort zone, right? Swimming along with the tide is very easy. நீங்க எதுவுமே பண்ண வேண்டாம், ரைட்? ஒரு மேடை இருக்கு, ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு ஹில்லி ஏரியா இருக்கு. அங்கிருந்து மேல இருந்து கீழே வரும்போது, கார்ல இல்லாட்டி ஒரு வண்டியில வரும்போது, யூ டோன்ட் நீட் எனி இக்னிஷன். நீங்க இன்ஜினை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண தேவையில்லை. நீங்க அப்படியே விட்டுனீங்கன்னா அப்படியே போயிட்டே இருக்கும், இல்லையா? பட் when you're going up against the slope, against the tide, against the current, that is when you need an extra effort. You have to go the extra mile. Ilya, you have to go the extra mile. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, we must always remember that when difficulties come to my life, என்னோட வாழ்க்கையில கஷ்டங்கள் வரும்பொழுது, என்னோட வாழ்க்கையில பெரிய பெரிய waves வரும்பொழுது, பெரிய பெரிய currents வரும்பொழுது, I have to swim against it and not along with it. I must face it head on, and face it head on with courage and with power, with knowledge, because that is when I become stronger. And அதிலிருந்து வெளியே வரும்பொழுது I would be stronger than I was before. When you swim against the tide, you become stronger. You become stronger. Another example for this, இதுக்கு இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, how many now swimming பத்தி எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு. How many of you have flown a kite? Kite எத்தனை பேர் வந்து fly பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? Soumya ji has raised her hand. Soumya has flown a kite. How many childhood memories? Nobody here? Kalyani Mataji, Sumati Mataji, yeah. Dhanyashri, Prithvi, yeah. Almost every one of us, right? Manisha ji, yeah. Childhood memories, right? Even adults fly a kite. Bali la, Indonesia. Indonesia's capital Bali. அங்க பாலில வந்து every year they have a giant kite festival. There they have, நாம வந்து சும்மா ஒரு அளவுக்கு kite வந்து we just make some kites arrangements and fly it. அங்க kite festival இருக்கும் பொழுது they have kites which are humongous in size. பெரிய பெரிய ஒரு ground அளவுக்கு, huge ground அளவுக்கு ஒரு kite இருக்கும். That they will fly, right, in Bali, right? So it is so interesting. Why am I telling here is that, why is this kite flying so much connected to our life? இந்த kite flying வந்து நம்மளோட வாழ்க்கையில எவ்வளவு ஒரு கனெக்டடா இருக்குன்னு வந்து நீங்க இது தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா, you will be shocked and you will be finding very very valuable lessons in this. நீங்க இந்த kite flying வந்து நம்மளோட வாழ்க்கையில and especially in the conversation disciplineல எவ்வளவு கனெக்டடா இருக்குன்னு பாருங்களேன். If you have flown a kite, you would have experienced this. உங்களுக்கு நீங்க கைட் ஃப்ளைங் பண்றவங்க எல்லாருக்கும் இந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருக்கும். என்ன எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்னா, the more the kite is pushed against the wind, the higher it flies. Yes or no? Yes or no? Kite flyers, all of us, do you agree on this? Do we have a consensus? Yes, we have a consensus. இல்லையா? Yes. You've all experienced this. Kite flying பண்ணும்போது mainly it is done in the spring season, இல்லையா? அப்பதான் காத்து வரும் நிறைய. இந்தியால வந்து in many areas they celebrate Makar Sankranti by flying kites. எல்லாரோட வீட்ல வந்து மக்கர் சங்கராந்தி, அதாவது பொங்கல் டைம்ல January 1st and 2nd week, that is the time we celebrate Makar Sankranti. During that time the spring is starting and the winds start blowing all over the area, all over India, and that is when the kites fly very high. Why? Because the wind is flowing, and when you push the kite against the wind, it goes very high. It goes very high. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, the first lesson to discipline our life, is to go against the wind. It's to go against the wind. சரி, எல்லாரும் வந்து இந்த வழியில போறாங்க, அப்போ அந்த வழியில போனா நல்லா இருப்பேன், நானும் போறேன் அப்படின்னு நினைக்காம, You face the difficulty. You face, even if the choice that you are going for is very difficult. உங்க முன்னாடி இருக்கிற வேலை, the thing that is right in front of you, the challenge that is right in front of you, even if it is too difficult, go for it. Go against it if it serves your purpose. உங்களோட வாழ்க்கையில அது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்க போகுது அப்படின்னா தைரியமா go for it. Just go against the wind, because on the other side of it lies success for all of you guys. For all of you, at the end of it, you'll be higher. நீங்க இதை தாண்டிட்டு, இது அகேன்ஸ்டா போயிட்டு நீங்க தாண்டிட்டீங்கன்னா, அந்த சைடு போயிட்டீங்கன்னா, you will realize that you are in a higher place than you were before. Right? Than you were before. Definitely this is going to happen when you go against the wind, when you push against your challenges, whatever challenges it may be, financial, family, career, education, whatever challenge it is. Many of you are here students, 10th, 12th, a lot of you are going to write JEE mains and NEET exams. This is a request for all of you, right? Don't go with the flow. Go against the wind. Go higher. Face the challenge head on. பயந்துட்டு உட்கார்ந்துடாதீங்க, லைட்டா எடுத்துடாதீங்க. Go for it, fight it, swim against it, and go higher. This is what we need to do, right? That is the first step to discipline, this first step to success, right? Many of us, we are afraid to face our challenges because it's too difficult, because we fear that I'm going to lose. போறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நம்ம வந்து தோத்திட்டோம், because we have lost inside our heart. We are thinking that we are going to lose, but no. If you push against the wind, you push against the tide, you're going to become stronger, you're going to go higher. So this is the first lesson, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks. The first lesson, number one lesson to live a high frequency, high quality life, to discipline your life towards ultimate success. Let's move on to the second. I hope you're all noting it down. Please note it down, right? Especially for the students, exclusively for the students, this is going to be really helpful for you. Number 2, right in front of you. Number 2, the second way to live a disciplined life, to live a high frequency life, to live a high quality life towards ultimate success. வெற்றிகரமான ஒரு வாழ்க்கை வாழ்றதுக்கு இரண்டாவது வழி என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, very very interesting, something very very interesting, very important also. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப interesting plus ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஒரு இரண்டாவது வழி என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, delay instant gratification. Delay instant gratification. அதாவது நீங்க ஒரு கோல் வச்சிருக்கீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். You have a goal in life, okay? It could be anything. It could be your NEET exam, it could be your JEE mains exam, it could be cracking IIT, right? That could be your goal. Whatever your goal is, or your goal, it could even be that you want to become the best basketball player in the whole country or in the whole world, or you want to become the best speaker, the best orator in the whole world. எந்த goal இருந்தாலும் okay. Till you achieve that goal, you must delay instant gratification, right? அது என்ன instant gratification? அந்த கோல் நோக்கி போற பொழுது, அந்த போற வழியில you will get loads and loads of distractions. இது பண்ணலாமா, கொஞ்ச நேரம் பிரேக் எடுத்து எனக்கு போய் சினிமா போலாமா, இல்லாட்டி you are following a fitness regime, ஒரு ஃபிட்னஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம் நீங்க ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா, சரி கொஞ்சம் பர்கர், ஒரு பீட்சா, கொஞ்சம் அப்பப்போ ஜங்க் ஃபுட் சாப்பிடலாமே அப்படி சொல்லி, this is all instant gratification from which you will get instant pleasure. Distractions will give you instant pleasure. உடனே வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஆஹா திருப்தியா இருக்கு. பர்கர், ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு பர்கர் சாப்பிட்டா it has come loads of calorie, it's going to spoil your health. உங்களோட ஃபிட்னஸ் ரெஜிம் ஃபுல்லா ஸ்பாயில் ஆயிடும். ஸ்டில் கொஞ்சம் சாப்பிட்டா ஆஹா திருப்தியா இருக்கும். Right? I'll be happy. Instant gratification, like that. Right? This you have to delay. Right? அதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும், எப்படி டிலே பண்றது? Now you might have a question, it is so difficult, isn't it? How many of you think it's so difficult to delay, to stay away from distractions? Right? அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு distractionsல இருந்து வெளியே வரணும்னா, கொஞ்சம் விளங்கி இருக்கணும்னா ரொம்ப ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு இல்லையா? Everybody finds it so difficult, isn't it? To delay sense gratification. So what to do? how to say no to distractions. அந்த டிஸ்ட்ராக்ஷன் வரும்போது இல்ல நான் வந்து இதுல ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணணும், இதுல நான் போக மாட்டேன், அப்படி எப்படி சொல்றது, எப்படிதான் சொல்றது, ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட்டா இருக்கு. மைண்ட் வந்து என் பேச்சை கேட்கவே மாட்டேங்குது. ஸோ என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, this is what you have to do, right? So this is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks. It does not give you theory, it gives you practical solution of life. Bhagavad Gita வந்து ஒரு ரிலிஜியஸ் புஸ்தகம் கிடையாது. It is not a religious book, it is a manual for life. It gives you practical solutions for life. எப்படி பண்றது, practical lifeல day to day lifeல எப்படி execute பண்றதுன்னு சொல்லி கொடுக்கும். That is why from the Bhagavad Gita we learn how to delay instant gratification. Don't say no. அட என்னடா இது, இப்போதான் சொன்னீங்க how to say no, but now you're saying no, don't say no. Don't say no. How to delay instant gratification? Don't say no, but say later. Say later. You see, mind is very naughty. நம்மளோட மனசு வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஒரு சின்ன குழந்தை மாதிரி, ஒரு naughty சின்ன குழந்தை மாதிரி. If you say no, don't do it, it will do it. If I tell you, like for example, all of you, I'm giving you an instruction, right? Just close your eyes and I'm telling you, don't think of a pink elephant with a yellow tail. Don't think of a pink elephant with a yellow tail. Now, if I tell you this, the first thing that you will think is what?
That pink elephant, Prabhuji.
Exactly. You will think the same thing, isn't it? Right? Exactly. Mind அப்படிதான். This material mind is like that. எது பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு சொன்னா அதுதான் பண்ணும். If you say don't get distracted, it will get distracted. If you say don't eat junk food, it will go for junk food. Don't watch movies during exams, it will ask for movie. That is why don't say no. அதுவே அந்த வேலையே வேண்டாம். அதுக்கு என்ன சொல்றது திருப்பி? Say later. Don't say no. Say later. Okay? அதாவது I'm studying right now. My mind is telling me to see a movie, watch a movie. ரஜினிகாந்த் படம் வரப்போகுது, தலைவர் படம் வரப்போகுது, எப்படி பார்க்காம விட்டுறது, தலைவராச்சே. How can I miss it? But I didn't say no. I will not say don't watch it. I will say I'll watch it later. Right? Don't worry my mind, my dear baby. My exams are on. Exam முடிச்சிட்டு ஃப்ரீயா இருக்கும் பொழுது பார்க்கலாம். சரிங்களா? Say later. So you are not saying no to instant gratification, you are delaying it, right? You are delaying it. Later, after I finish my goal, after I achieve my goal, then I will go for that, right? Then I will go for it. So say later, I will do it later. So in this way you are tricking the mind. You are tricking the mind instead of saying no, because anyway, even if you say no right now, after you receive your goal, you are again going to go for it. So better say later, right? Say later, I will go for it later, right? Then the mind will be calmed. You can try this, right? All of you students, when you are focusing in your studies, உங்களோட மனசு வந்து உங்களுக்கு நிறைய சஜஷன்ஸ் கொடுக்கும், நிறைய உங்களுக்கு ஐடியாஸ் கொடுக்கும். எப்படி என்ஜாய் பண்ணலாம், படம் பார்க்கலாம், ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கூட சுத்தலாம், ஊர் சுத்தலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. Don't say no, say later. Say later, right? Just say later. Relax. இப்போ வேண்டாம், இது முடிச்சிட்டு சொல்லலாம். Then the mind will stop demanding. The mind will stop demanding. You can make a schedule. Exam இன்னைக்கு இருக்கு. For example, my exam is on November 30th. Then on December 2nd, I will watch the movie. My exams are ending on November 30th. Then on December 1st or December 2, I will watch the movie. Make a schedule. Then the mind will be calm. Mind will be relaxed, right? It will no more trouble you. Then நீங்க வந்து நிம்மதியா உங்களோட கோல் மேல ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணலாம். You can very peacefully focus on your goal without the disturbance of your mind. You can try this. This is practical, right? This is the second way of leading a disciplined life for success, a high frequency, a high efficiency, a high quality life. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வாழ்க்கை வாழ்றதுக்கு ரெண்டாவது வழி என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, delay instant gratification. How to do that? Don't say no, say later. All right, say later. Okay. Third, மூணாவது. மூணாவது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு ஐடியா, ஒரு வழி. So therefore, please listen to this very carefully, and I want you to all note it down. Please note it down on paper. The more you write, the more you remember, the easier it becomes to implement. நீங்க எழுதினீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு நல்லா ஞாபகம் வரும், and அதை இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு ரொம்ப ஈஸியா இருக்கும். சரிங்களா? மூணாவது வழி, ஒரு ஹை ஃப்ரீக்வன்சி, ஹை குவாலிட்டி, disciplined life towards success, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வாழ்க்கை வாழ்றதுக்கு மூணாவது வழி என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, the third method, third way to live a high frequency, efficient life towards success is here right in front of your screens. What is that? Capitalize your mornings. காலை நேரம் நன்றாகவே யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. உங்களோட மார்னிங்ஸ் ஆர் த பெஸ்ட் டைம்ஸ் that you can ever have. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, all the successful people, you can go around the whole planet. நீங்க இந்த உலகத்திலேயே இந்த சுத்தி பார்த்து வந்துருங்க, எவ்வளவு வாட்டி வேணா சுத்தி பார்த்துட்டு வந்துருங்க. இந்த உலகத்துல இருக்கிற the top most successful people in any field, ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்கட்டும், பாலிடிக்ஸ்ல இருக்கட்டும், மியூசிக்ல இருக்கட்டும், பிசினஸ்ல இருக்கட்டும், அப்புறம் ஆக்டர்ஸா இருக்கட்டும், அத்லீட்ஸா இருக்கட்டும், யார் வேணா இருக்கட்டும், every one of them rise up early in the morning. Right? Early in the morning. Why is it so important for success? Why is it so important for success? Is because it is that secret is already given to us by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. That is, we always say this, that our day in the morning, 24 hours nammaloda divasam irukliya, nammaloda naal, in that day is divided into 3 modes. 3 modes aga divide aayirukku. The whole 24 hours are divided into 3 modes. You can only find these 3 modes in our day. What are those 3 modes? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. What is the meaning? Sattva means the mode of goodness. The mode of goodness. Rajas means the mode of passion. And Tamas means the mode of ignorance. The mode of ignorance. Right? The mode of ignorance. இதோட இந்த 3 மோட்ஸோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும்? நாலு ஃபுல்லா இந்த 3 மோட்ஸோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, அதுக்கு நான் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு எக்ஸசைஸ் கொடுக்குறேன். Right? I want you all to experience that for yourself. Right? So for that, I would like you to do a simple experiment, a simple exercise for all of you. Just give me a moment. I want you all to please close your eyes. Close your eyes, and I'm going to play an audio. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு 1 minute audio நான் play பண்ண போறேன். So I want you all to just close your eyes and listen to the sound. It's a 1 minute audio. You will hear different sounds in that one audio piece. Right? Different sounds நீங்க கேப்பீங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் we will come back to our conversation. சரிங்களா? So எல்லாரும் கண்ணு மூடுங்க. And if you have earphones, you can put on your earphones so that you can hear it very clearly. இல்லாட்டி நீங்க வால்யூம் கொஞ்சம் raise பண்ணி நல்லா கேளுங்க. ரொம்ப நல்லா கேளுங்க. You're going to experience the different parts of the day. சரிங்களா? So I'll just share with you that. Okay. So I want you all to please close your eyes and just listen. Simply listen. Nothing else. Just give your ears and listen. சரிங்களா? Okay, now you can open your eyes. Now I want you to, I'm asking you this question. நீங்க 3 ஆடியோ கேட்டிருப்பீங்க. அந்த 3 ஆடியோல நீங்க என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணீங்க? Number 1, 2, 3. What did you feel in these 3 audios? And which one do you think was the best thing that resonated with your heart? எந்த ஆடியோ வந்து உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப பிடிச்சது? And what do you feel from these 3 audios?
ஜி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆடியோ தான் ஜி.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆடியோ உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிச்சா? ஏன்?
ஜி அது வந்து ரொம்ப சைலண்டா நல்லா இருந்தது.
Okay, let's see what others say.
The first one was more beautiful and it was more pleasant. We can just like feel the nature and as though we are with the nature. But the second one was as though we are like, you know, it was so, everybody were in a hurry and it was like everybody were doing their work. And the last one was like the mode of sleeping.
Very nice. Yes, thank you so much, Dhaneshri. So first one was pleasant, second one was busy, and the third one was, what did you say? Scary? You can say sleepy. Yeah. Okay, sleepy, scary. Okay, yeah. What else? Okay, we have a lots of text here. First one, calming and soothing. Ellarukku first audio romba pidichiruchu. Kalyani Mataji, first one was sweet, irritating was second, and scary was third. Yeah, absolutely the first one because it's calm. Bird sound was very sweet. Yes. Very arrow. Okay, Sumati Mataji, what did you think? What do you think?
பிளசண்டா அப்படி சாஃப்டா சாத்விக குணம்னு சொல்லி படிச்சோம். அத வந்து ஃபீல் பண்ண முடிஞ்சது எனக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட். செகண்ட் ஆஸ் தன்யஸ்ரீயா அந்த அந்த பொண்ணு சொன்ன மாதிரி இரிட்டேட்டிங்கா இருந்தது. தேர்ட் வந்து நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி ஒரு மயான எப்படி ஒரு இத மாதிரி ஃபீல் பண்ணு பயமா இருந்துச்சு. கரெக்ட்.
Right, correct. Okay, yes. Anybody else wants to share their experience? First one was peaceful, second one was irritating, third one was sluggish, lazy. Very nice. And first one was calm. Ellarukkum first one present ah irundhathu pidichiruchu. Morning audio, happy. You felt happy in the first one. Very nice. That was a good one. Lakshmi Anand ji. Yeah. Yes. Right. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, this is the modes of nature. The modes of nature are present during one whole day. Kalaila, the early morning time is when the mode of goodness is predominant. And the kalathula sunrise and the time la vande the mode of goodness is very very predominating. Rajas and tamas are very very low. They are there but they are very low. Rombo kammi. Sattva guna is 90, 95, 96, 99% during the early morning hours, right? And as the day progresses, we start working. We start becoming busy during the day. As Dhaneshri said, it was very irritating and busy during the day. And that is passion. That is passion during the day. And then nightfall, sunset, after the darkness comes in, after sundown, it becomes dark, full of ignorance. You become scared, lazy, and sluggish, right? So what do you think is the best time to invest all your energy to become successful? Definitely, as all of you have suggested, all of you have agreed to, it is the morning time. It is the morning time, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks. If you really want to become successful, if you really absolutely are passionate, really desiring to become successful in your life, எந்த field வேணா இருக்கலாம். You want to become an engineer, a doctor, a musician, a scientist, an astronaut, a sports person, whatever you want to become, நீங்க எந்த field போனாலும் சரி, அந்த morning time நீங்க utilize நல்லா பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா, nobody can stop you from becoming successful. Prabhupada says this, right? Prabhupada உறுதியா சொல்றாரு, பகவத் கீதையில ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ண சொல்றாரு, that நீங்க காலையில நேரம் அந்த சத்துவ குணத்தை வந்து நீங்க நல்லா யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா, உங்களோட மேக்ஸிமம் எனர்ஜி மார்னிங் டைம்ல நீங்க இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா, nobody can stop you from becoming successful in whatever you're doing. எவ்வளவு வேணா நீங்க நைட் டைம்ல ignoranceல இருக்கிற டைம்ல நீங்க எவ்வளவுதான் எஃபர்ட் போட்டாலும் that may not give you success. There is a high probability that you will fail. Students, a lot of the students night விடி உட்கார்ந்து படிப்பாங்க. நிறைய people இந்த மாதிரி பண்றாங்க. That the effort, I'm not saying that you should not study, right? I'm not saying that long hours தப்பு அப்படின்னு சொல்லல. But instead of studying late night, study early morning. Study early morning. You want to jog, you want to build up good physique, good body. Wake up early and work out. Instead of working out in the night, ignorance, work out in Sattva Guna. You will get more results. You will get more positive results, right? More positive results you will get. That is the reason all the top successful people in this world, they wake up before 5 o'clock. They work. Jeff Bezos wakes up at 4:30 in the morning. Steve Jobs used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Bill Gates wakes up at between 5 and 6 in the morning. Mark Zuckerberg's wife wakes up at 5 o'clock. Abdul Kalam, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do yoga. All right? Right? Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, he wakes up at 4:30 in the morning. Srila Prabhupada used to wake up at 3:30 in the morning. Right? And sometimes he would wake up at 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning. Right? And then he would carry on with his activities. So if you invest your energy and time in the morning hours of your day, during Sattva Guna, you will get more results, more success, and more happiness in your life. Right? This is what Sri Krishna is also telling us in the Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, 17th shloka. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobha evacha pramado moho tamaso bhavato jnanam evacha. From the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops. From the mode of passion, greed develops. And from the mode of ignorance, develop foolishness, madness, and illusion. So all of us who are right now, so passionate about working late night, studying late night, right? Studying till late in the night, deep in the night. That is the time when ignorance is predominant. When ignorance is predominant, how can you develop good, knowledge? How can you develop good knowledge? How can you develop good, success? That is not the time for success. Morning is the time for success. Sattva Guna is the time for success. So utilize that time, ladies and gentlemen. Use that time. This was a third way to become successful. Third way to discipline your life for ultimate success, to live a high frequency, high quality, gold standard life. Right? Now we move on to the fourth method. The fourth way, or a high quality, high frequency, disciplined life வாழ்றதுக்கு நாலாவது வழி என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, very very important. It is especially important for all of our male members in our family, and generally very very powerful, very very effective for every one of us, especially if you are young. நீங்க யங்கா இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா, யூத் டைம்ல இருக்கீங்கன்னா, இந்த ஒரு வழி, இந்த ஒரு நாலாவது ஸ்டெப், it can transform your life forever. It can transform your life forever, which is following of brahmacharya. When you are young, today we are so much connected to the internet. எல்லாரோட கையில phone இருக்கு, right? And it is very very difficult to control yourself, to control the mind. But a successful person, one of the greatest hallmarks is that he follows strict brahmacharya. Right? You see, in our body there are lots of fluids. நம்மளோட பாடியில நிறைய fluids இருக்கு. Mucusக்கு ஒரு purpose இருக்கு, right? It has a purpose, and when it is disturbed, we become sick. Then there is bile, kapha pitta vayu. Then there is bile in our liver. It has a certain purpose. Other disturbed biles, we become sick. In the same way, sweat. We have sweat in our body. It has a specific purpose. When that is disturbed, we get sick. In the same way, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, we have semen in our body. And if that is misused, then we can never be successful in our life, right? இந்த காலத்துல especially the youngsters, especially the young boys and girls, it is very, very difficult, amongst the youngsters to control the flow of semen, in our body. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, in the kalathala, the times that we are living, the times in which we are living, there is a huge problem going on amongst the men in this world. You know why? The worldwide prevalence of impotency is about to increase. By 2025, it is going to increase to 322 million. All right, 322 million men are going to become impotent by 2025. By 2025, right? Some more statistics. 1 out of 10 men is estimated to suffer from impotency. This is current all over the world. 2021 இந்த வருஷத்துக்குள்ளார 10 பேர் நீங்க எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா, 10 ஆம்பளைங்க நீங்க எடுத்தீங்கன்னா, அதுல ஒருத்தர் வந்து இம்பார்ட்டண்டா இருப்பார். He will not be having that potency, right? Now the last statistic, the மூணாவது statistic is very, very shocking. ரொம்ப shocking ஆன statistic, and I want all of you to pay attention to this, right? Why am I stressing on this point is that 40% of the men who suffer from impotency before the age of 40, 40 வயசு கூட ஆகாது, அதுக்கு முன்னாடி இப்போ இருக்கிற ஆம்பளைங்கள் வந்து எல்லாருக்கும் இம்பார்ட்டன்சி வந்துருது. Why is it happening? ஏன் இந்த மாதிரி நடக்குது? 40 இயர்ஸ்க்குள்ளார அந்த ஒரு இம்பார்ட்டன்சி வருதுக்கு ஒரு ஏஜ். அது இம்பார்ட்டன்சி in men generally it comes after 70, after 80, in most cases. But now in 2021 it is coming at the age of 40. 40 வயசுக்குள்ளார. ஏன் எப்படி நடக்குது அப்படின்னா, because they have lost all their potency, they have wasted all of their energies in their young days. Complete addiction towards pornography, masturbation, all these illicit activities. Young, and the precious young age la இந்த மாதிரி சின்ன சீப் த்ரில்ஸ் அண்ட் என்ஜாய்மெண்ட்காக அவங்களோட அத்தனை எனர்ஜிஸும் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிடுறாங்க. அதனால 40 வயசுக்குள்ளார கல்யாணம் கூட ஆகாது, கல்யாணம் நடந்ததுக்குள்ள இம்பார்ட்டன்சி வந்துருது. they are not able to have a proper happy family life. This is happening. This is the current scenario right now. This is the current scenario. That is why a special request and appeal for all of you youngsters, all of you ladies and gentlemen, you have this precious young life in your hands. Please don't waste it in cheap thrills and cheap enjoyment. You have a smartphone in your hand. You can use it in much more glorious ways, but don't use it to give away your energies, your potency. Do not lose it. Preserve it. That is going to give you a lot of energy. In our Vedic Shastra, in Ayurveda, the virya, the semen that is inside our body, that is the food for the brain. That is the food for the brain actually, right? It is a food for the brain. When you preserve it, it rises in the body. Urdhva retasha. It rises in the body, and nama brain la vande gray matter nu solrom liya. That gray matter is nothing but the rising semen. So when you preserve it, and when you focus and practice meditation early in the morning, the semen rises in the body and reaches the brain. Your brain becomes sharp. Ungaloda brain unna sharp agum. You become more focused and intelligent, and you can achieve your goals in a very short time, in a very efficient way. So preserve your virya. Preserve your virya. All the boys over here, all the men, all the ladies and gentlemen present over here, preserve your virya at a young age. And that is why we should be very disciplined. That's the way to become disciplined and successful in life. It gives you energy. It gives you brain power. It gives you physical power. And it gives you the willpower to face any challenge that comes in front of you. Any challenge that comes in front of you. You become invincible when you practice brahmacharya. Right? When you practice brahmacharya. So please take this down deep inside your heart and follow it rigorously. Take it as your life motto, life and soul, this instruction, and go for it, right? Especially in the young age. In your young age, you must do it. right? In young age, you must do this. Preserve your energies, preserve your virya, right? This was the fourth way. Follow brahmacharya. Following of brahmacharya, celibacy, at young age, it's very, very important to become disciplined later in your life. Later in your life. I'm not saying don't get married. I'm not saying don't ever engage in anything like that. But in your young age, we must do this. When we are young, we have no responsibilities. We have no dependencies, so we can control ourselves. Right? Control ourselves. Become strong. Become disciplined. Achieve your goals. Nobody can stop you from achieving your goal when you follow brahmacharya in your young age. Right? That is our culture. That is our Vedic culture. That is the culture of Bhagavad Gita. Moving on, the fifth way. And before that, I would like any one of you to please summarize the points that we have discussed so far. 4 points we have discussed so far. Hare Krishna.
First points against the tide.
Against the tide.
No need to delay instant gratification. Second one. காலையில வேலை செய்யணும். Capitalize your morning. Brahmacharya follow பண்ணணும்.
Yes. Okay. 4. Right. 4. Yes. So these are the 4 things that we discussed so far. 4 points to become disciplined and successful in life. And then pathina, first one was swim against tide. Problems varum, kandipa problems varum life la, but go against it. Face it head on. Face it head on with your head high, shoulders wide. Shoulders pinnadi nithukonga. Shoulders wide, head high, go for it. Right? Just go for it. Right? And then after that, swim against the tide. Finally, then the second one was, what was the second one?
Delay instant.
Yes. Delay instant gratification. Distractions vandalo. Don't say no, but say later. I will do it later. Ipo venda. Na vendam solla maten. Ipo aamaum solla maten. Later on. Right? Delay it. Right? Don't say no. Delay it. Just later on. And then third one was, what was the third one? Mornings. Capitalize your mornings, because that is the time for Sattva Guna. That is the time we can become absolutely strong and successful. All the successful people utilize their mornings, capitalize their mornings, and that is why they are successful. Right? So if you want to become successful, capitalize your mornings. 4th, follow brahmacharya. Especially if you are young, especially you have a lot of energy inside you, do not waste it in cheap thrills, cheap enjoyments. Don't waste it. Preserve it. Control yourself. Follow brahmacharya. You can be successful. That was the 4th. Right? Anjavad. Now the final step, the final way to live a disciplined life, a life of discipline and a life of success, to live a high frequency, high quality, gold standard, highly refined life of success and ultimate success. அதுக்கு அஞ்சாவது வழி, இந்த 4 வழியுமே ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா அஞ்சாவது வழி ஃபாலோ பண்ணலாம். Right? What is that? Very, very important. One of the most important steps is the 5th and the last step. Get a mentor. Get a mentor. Get a personal guide, a personal guru, a personal teacher, a personal mentor who can guide you in all these aspects. Or a discipline on a life irukano appadina, it is very, very difficult to do it alone. All the successful people that you see in this world, yaar vena eduthu parunga, they always have somebody above them. அவங்களுக்கு பின்னாடி, அவங்களுக்கு மேல அவங்களுக்கு கைட் பண்றதுக்கு எப்பொழுதுமே ஒருத்தர் இருப்பாரு, இல்லாட்டி ஒரு குரூப் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் இருப்பாங்க. Everyone you take, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Srila Prabhupada, everyone, all the successful people have a mentor. They have a teacher, they have a guru from whom they always are connected and they are always guided. Success, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, please remember this: success is always guided. Success is always guided. You cannot go alone and become successful. தனியா வாழும் போது சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் ஆகவே முடியாது. Success is always guided. Only if you are guided, you can become successful. You can never be successful alone. Right? Alone. Success is always guided. Right? So you get a mentor. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, we here at Mind Palace, this is what we do. We present ourselves as a mentor, as a teacher, as a guide for all the youngsters and for every one of you who want to improve your life. Right? உங்களோட வாழ்க்கையில நீங்க வந்து அடுத்த லெவலுக்கு நீங்க வந்து உங்களை அப்கிரேட் பண்ணணும்னா, this is what we do at Mind Palace. We help you by giving you that mentorship, by giving you that guidance, by giving you that help by which you can be disciplined, you can improve yourself. So ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, if you really want to absolutely upgrade your life, if you are desperate for success, really want to do it, really want to achieve it, please reach out to us. You can always contact me for any kind of help. For a lot of you, if you are youngsters, students, working professionals, நீங்க யார் வேணா இருந்துக்கலாம். At Mind Palace, we provide personalized guidance for all of you so that you can implement the principles of Bhagavad Gita in your life and become the best version of yourself. So please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Please feel free to reach out to us at Mind Palace at any time to help you improve your lives. Thank you so much for joining in. And with this, I would like to end here with a very interesting take-home message. And before that, yes, one more thing that I would like to share, and then we would wind up for today. You see, நம்ம வந்து 3 moods நம்ம சொன்னோம் இல்லையா? Bhagavad Gita Sri Krishna is telling us in the Bhagavad Gita that happiness in the mode of ignorance is poison in the beginning and poison in the end. Mode of ignoranceல நீங்க வந்து சந்தோஷப்படலாம் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சீங்கன்னா, அது வந்து ஆரம்ப காலத்திலயும் விஷமா இருக்கும், கடைசியிலயும் விஷமா தான் இருக்கும். The happiness, the work that you put in the mode of ignorance is going to be disastrous in the beginning, disastrous in the end. Happiness in the mode of passion, Sri Krishna is telling us in the Bhagavad Gita, happiness in the mode of passion is nectar in the beginning, but poison in the end. Right? Poison in the end, just like alcohol. That is, if like somebody is fond of alcohol குடிக்கும் பொழுது it is nectar in the beginning. ஆஹா, எவ்வளவு சுகமா இருக்கும் அந்த குடிச்சா இல்லையா? ரொம்ப நெக்டரா இருக்கும். Right? It relieves all your stress. Yeah, dopamine. It secretes dopamine in your body. All stress gone. But later on, it is poison. Your life is destroyed when you are addicted to alcohol. Yeah. So that's why nectar in the beginning, poison in the end. So mode of passion gives you that. But, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, but, happiness in the mode of goodness is poison in the beginning. It's poison in the beginning, but nectar in the end. Nectar in the end. It's poison in the beginning. ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். வாழ்க்கை எதுக்குடா வாழ்றோம் அப்படின்னு இருக்கும். எவ்வளோ தடங்கள், எவ்வளோ கஷ்டங்கள் இருக்கும் மோட் ஆஃப் குட்னஸ்ல. ஆனா இங்க தாண்டிட்டீங்கன்னா லைஃப் இஸ் நெக்டர். இன் தி எண்ட் இட் இஸ் நெக்டர். வாழ்க்கை ஃபுல்லா நெக்டரா இருக்கும். Nectar in the end. Which one do you want to go for? Ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, which one is the happiness is the happiness that you want in your life? Happiness in the mode of goodness, passion or ignorance? என்ன happiness நீங்க உங்களுக்கு வேணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? Goodness. Goodness வேணுமா? சௌமியா goodness வேணும். அபிநயாக்கு goodness வேணும். Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, the most interesting and the most intelligent option is happiness in the mode of goodness, or in other words, a life of discipline. A life of discipline is poison in the beginning, but nectar in the end. Disciplined ஆன ஒரு வாழ்க்கையை வாழும் பொழுது ஸ்டார்டிங்ல ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். நானே எழுதி சொல்றேன், கஷ்டமா தான் இருக்கும். But because you're going against the tide, யூ ஆர் கோயிங் அகேன்ஸ்ட் த கரண்ட் இல்லையா? அதனால ரொம்ப ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். வலிக்கும், ஹர்ட் ஆகும், ரத்தம் வரும், எல்லாமே வரும். ஆனா ரத்தம் வரும், வருத்தமும் வரும், எல்லாமே வரும். பட் you keep going for it, be determined, going against it, keep pushing, it is nectar in the end. Ladies and gentlemen, with this we would like to give you a very very important, very crisp take home message for all of you, so that you can remember this conversation throughout your life. Here it is right in front of your screen. Before you go, Diwali special take home message for all of you to make this Diwali 2021 the best Diwali in your life. Here it is, the message that can turn your life over, and the message that would make this Diwali the best in your life. Discipline is the hallmark of successful people. It helps not only to become successful, but to remain successful. I repeat, discipline is the hallmark of successful people. It helps not only to become successful, but to remain successful. ஒரு வாட்டி சக்சஸ் ஆயிட்டா அப்படி சரளுன்னு கீழே வந்துடக்கூடாது. Right? You have to remain successful. That discipline helps you in that. And that's why we should read Bhagavad Gita and start writing your success story. Read Bhagavad Gita and start writing your success story. Because Bhagavad Gita, if you read that, you will develop the mode of goodness. And when you are living in the mode of goodness, you are living a life of discipline. You are living the life of discipline. And therefore, you have started writing your success story. You have started writing your success story. The discipline is the hallmark of successful people. It helps not only to become successful, but to remain successful. Read Bhagavad Gita and start writing your success story. இதே தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும் அப்படின்னா, நம்ம பாஷையில சொல்லணும் அப்படின்னா, ஒழுக்கம் என்பது வெற்றியாளர்களின் ஒரு சின்னம், ஒரு ஹால்மார்க். அது நாம் எப்போதும் வெற்றி பெற உதவும். அதை நாம் எப்போதும் வெற்றி பெற உதவும். பகவத்கீதை தினமும் படியுங்க, உங்கள் வெற்றி கதையை எழுத ஆரம்பிங்க. வெற்றி கதையை, உங்களுடைய சக்சஸ் ஸ்டோரியை இப்போவே நீங்க ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். by reading Bhagavad Gita, developing the mode of goodness, and becoming disciplined in your life, leading a disciplined life. That is when you become successful. Not only you become successful for once, but forever. You can remain successful throughout your life when you are in goodness, when you are disciplined, when you read Bhagavad Gita every day. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, friends and folks, for being a wonderful audience as usual. See you all next week. அடுத்த வாரம் நம்ம பார்க்கலாம் with an even more exciting, even more interesting conversation for all of you to improve your lives, to take your life to the next level. Another beautiful, wonderful session உங்களுக்காக கொண்டு வர போறோம் next Saturday at the same time, 8 p.m. Please join us, and we're going to have a wonderful and amazing and outstanding learning experience. Till then, keep reading Bhagavad Gita, keep always remain in the transcendental vibrations, and start writing your success story. Till then, a very 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 happy Diwali to all of you. Enjoy your Diwali, have fun. As I said, take a little break, have fun with your family, spend time with your family, give a smile on the faces of those you love. This is the best way, and also this is the best way to start writing your success story. Make a vow that I'm going to live this disciplined life. I'm going to live the life of Bhagavad Gita from this Diwali onwards. Right? Thank you all so much for joining in. Ellarkum nandri. Thank you all. Happy Diwali. Stay safe. Good night. Thank you.